Hey, HannaMouse1 here. As you can see, this is going to be a slightly different video today. I am in front of the camera for once, and that's because I have some pretty big announcements to cover with you. And I understand that this video is going to be different, so you might not want to sit through it, so I am going to get through all the really important stuff right at the beginning. I know that's terrible for attention. I'm supposed to be all like, stick around to the end of the video to find out the big news. I'm not going to mess you around with that. I'm just going to tell you everything important up front. And then if you want to hear more about why I'm doing this and my process and all that, you can stick around, and I hope you enjoy this video. So the main thing I want to cover is that I am releasing a cookbook. I have the proof copy here. I printed it on Amazon and it has the big not for resale bar on it because this is just an author copy. This is a book called HannaMouseCooks Courgette Boat Cookbook, and it is full of healthy courgette boat recipes. And I know that sounds really random. I'll be going into why I made this in just a bit if you want to hear more on that. And to go along with this book, I am starting a new YouTube channel called HannaMouseCooks, which is going to feature loads of healthy, high protein, low calorie recipes that I eat on a regular basis, and I hope you really enjoy. And there's also an Instagram, also HannaMouseCooks, to go along with that. So this is where I'm going to be jumping into some of the reasons why I made this. So let's get on with that. Over the past 2 years, I have been on a pretty significant weight loss journey. I wasn't like super overweight before, but I was definitely over the healthy line, basically. So I decided that I wanted to get in shape. And a massive part of that is, of course, changing your diet. Because the biggest thing for me was I was eating way too big portions of way too high calorie dense foods, and that led to me putting on weight, because that's how it works. And calories in, calories out, right? And to be honest, it's a lot easier to control the calories in portion than the calories out portion. I mean, cardio, great. But at the end of the day, if you're overeating, it's going to take quite a while to burn off that many calories. So you do have to focus on changing your diet quite a bit if you do want to lose weight. And a big part of that is that you don't want to feel hungry all the time whilst doing it. So I started coming up with these foods which allow me to eat massive portions, but still keep the calories quite low, which generally means increasing the amount of fruits and veggies in your diet. And for some reason, at some point, I just became obsessed with coming up with as many different flavors of stuffed courgettes as I possibly could. And it just became this thing where every single week, I would just come up with a new courgette boat recipe and share it over on my Instagram. And I really enjoyed this. This was just a lot of fun for me. And then one day, two people on the same day, my dad and one of my friends, both made the exact same joke of, "So when's the cookbook coming out?" And I don't take jokes very well. I take them way too seriously, and instead of seeing a joke, I tend to see a challenge. An example of this would be in secondary school. There was this homework website we used called Hegarty Maths, bit of a tangent here, and someone bet me a calculator and a chocolate bar that I couldn't finish the entire website, and I did, and I got a poster for it. And then people said that the only thing that I could do to make me more obsessed would be if I bought the t-shirt. So I do want to talk a bit about what to expect moving forwards. I will still be doing one video a week on this channel, so that's not going to change. And then there'll just be additional cooking videos over on the HannaMouseCooks channel, if that's the sort of thing that you're interested in. I know it's quite different to this sort of content. I'm not expecting that a lot of you will be interested in both sorts, which is why I put it on a separate channel, so that you're not getting mixed notifications for stuff that you're just not interested in. But I do hope that some of you do go and support me over there. It would be massively appreciated. As for what's happening on this channel, there's a lot of things which are wrapping up right now, things I've been working on for quite a long time, which are coming to a head. So there's the new build of A Farmer's Life, which will be coming out this week. I've pretty much finished the free version of the game I've been making for my dad's website. If any of you remember the devlogs I did on that, I did 3 videos and then that kind of disappeared off my channel. I have been working on it, it's just not been much stuff to actually show in videos. but because it is finished, I have finished the free build now, I do have something which I can show you. So I will be doing a video covering all of that shortly. And this does bring me onto a question that someone left because I knew I was doing this video, I decided to ask if anyone had any questions that they wanted me to cover in it. And I did get this one comment that I do want to cover in this video. What motivates you to keep up so many projects at once? You never miss an upload, your Instagram is always active, your game is always worked on, there's always some craft going on too, how do you do it? So there are two key things that I want to break down about this. First off is the idea that what keeps me motivated to do so many things at once. I think the fact that I'm doing so many things at once is the motivation. As soon as I get bored of doing one thing, I just jump over to another. There's always something I could be doing to be productive that I want to be engaged in. If I just have one project and I hit a wall with it, or I feel tired of it, or I just need a change, then there's not much I can do. If I have 3 different things going on and I hit a block with one, I can jump over to another, and then when I go back to the first one, odds are that block will have passed. The amount of times I've spent a week trying to solve a bug in a game, taken a week off, then come back to it and solved it in 5 minutes. If I'm only doing one thing and I don't give myself those breaks in what I'm doing, then often I find that I'm less productive overall than if I, say, do one thing one day, one thing the next day, and just keep going and doing something productive. I can always find something to be doing that is productive. No matter what, I can always be doing something. And as for how I never miss an upload and how I keep my Instagram so active with that, mostly just comes down to planning ahead. I always have at least one video in the bank ahead of time, so if I'm ill or if I'm traveling, I have some sort of reserve to fall back on. And as for other stuff on my Instagram, it just comes down to just stuff that I'm doing anyway. So I upload pictures of my food and stuff like that. I'm going to be eating it anyway, may as well take a photo of it and stick it on my Instagram. Or if I'm making a video for YouTube, I'll break that down into 5 reels that I can stick on onto Instagram, and it's not really that much extra work because all the work went in when I made the original video anyway. I just had to cut it up and slice it and stick some music in the background, and boom, I have 5 more examples of bits of content that I can span over a week. And that's just how I keep Instagram so active. But thanks for the questions, Ende. It was a great comment. But as for my content moving forwards, I do need to think about getting a job soon. I'm not making any money right now, and I can't imagine that this cookbook is going to exactly be making me millions, so I will probably be needing to get a job. And I've got rehearsals for a dance school pantomime that's in the beginning of the new year, which takes up a lot of my time. And I do acting classes once a week in the evenings, so my schedule is getting very busy right now. So I am not sure how that's going to affect my schedule moving forwards, but rest assured I will do everything I can to keep my schedule nice and consistent for you guys. So the cookbook will release on November the 11th. The Kindle version is available to pre-order now, and I'm working very hard to make sure that I get the paperback version finished. So make sure you check that out, link down below, and also check out the HannaMouseCooks YouTube channel. And apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this sort of face-to-face video. I can definitely do more of this if there's other stuff you want me to cover. If there's any topics you want me to cover, if you want me to talk more about my weight loss journey, I can't see. If you want to hear about that, then I can definitely do this sort of video about that. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. It lets me know that this is something that you want to see more of. Join the Discord, link down below, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!